What's up, everyone? Happy December. It's my favorite month. Wrapping up the year and also wrapping up this video series. This is going to be the last video in this series. And it's also my 33rd winter. So I'm kind of excited to do this video. It might be a little bit longer because I want to really show what's here so that when I look back at these videos, I can see what was doing well going into winter. A lot of the plants have been affected by the cold already, but there's surprisingly still a lot of stuff. So let's take a look. Of course, we will start with the tomato bed. The point of this is really just to create insulation for the plants that are still here. Kind of just throwing the tomato plants on top of one another so that they create that insulation. There's still a bunch of stuff in here. There's still tomatoes that are working on ripening up. There's onions. This is a grapevine. There's obviously tons of marigolds, oregano, basil, cinnamon basil, holy basil, big old kale plants, massive healthy kale plants. That one's like almost 6 foot tall. This basil smells wonderful. If I get really close in there, you could see there's a lot of seedlings starting to sprout up. Yeah, mainly kale right now is doing well, but some of the tomatoes are still ripening. It's also fun to pick some of those marigolds. So that bed is going dormant, but dormant here in California does not mean dead. So dormant in that bed. Also going dormant is the blueberries. They have that iconic red going into the winter. These are all four of these are different varieties of blueberries, so each one's kind of doing its own thing. Really excited that we had these this year. They were, honestly, each variety was really delicious. Some were tart, some were sweeter, some were big, some were small, but I'm super happy to see how these do next year after having gone through a winter with us. Raspberries, these are coitadinhas. We're not really going to show those because they're going dormant also, but the roots are alive, so those should do well in spring. Here's the garden going into winter. Again, California dormancy does not mean dead. There's still tomatoes ripening up on here. Tomatoes there, tomatoes there. There's actually a lot of tomatoes. The eggplants have really been hit by the cold weather that's creeped in. Again, it's December, it's almost New Year, but there are still eggplants in here. Lots of eggplants, lots of Peruvian fisheye chilies. You just cut these up, soak them with vinegar, and make like a chili sauce. Yum. The asparagus, let's see if I can get in here. The asparagus is starting to die back, which is good. All of that energy is going down into the roots. Let's see, arugula. Arugula is kind of flowering. I love just sprinkling this in here. There's tiny little baby arugula plants popping up everywhere, but here's a few mature ones. There's also peas. These are sugar snow peas starting to pop up. These will start coming up the vines soon. Here are the old purple peas that have started to dry for pods. You can see a bunch up there. This is Malabar spinach. Malabar spinach is honestly going crazy. Here is a bunch of celery. We have more celery than we know what to do with. Luckily, it was Thanksgiving this week, so we got to use a good amount of it. But just a boatload of very happy, delicious celery. Tastes totally different, or totally way better than the grocery store celery. Like this one I could actually just munch on. You can see peppers in there. There's red peppers, green peppers, orange peppers. There's just, within all of these, within this celery bush, there's just tons of, well, I can't find any right now, but there's a lot of peppers in here. There's a bunch, there's a bunch, there's a bunch. Yeah, so a boatload of celery. Citronella that I said I would take out, haven't done that yet. Pineapple sage, lemongrass, oregano, kale that is, or sorry, not kale, Swiss chard that is kind of going rogue. Basil that is starting to die back from the winter. Whatever those flowers are called, alyssum, jasmine. Still have like this little green onion bed over here. Jasmine. Here's a little baby kale forest. There's eggplants in there. carrots. There's a bunch of carrots that have sprouted up as well. Let's see, Swiss chard. There's more eggplants back there. That's basil that's about to die. Here's all the sorrel that I transplanted. Super happy about this, that this has taken, kind of filling up this area. It's kind of like a lemony spinach almost. I really like it. So that's really happy here. All of these sugar peas have started to sprout up. These will take over this trellis as well. I don't know if you could see the color on these or not, but this is a different kind of Malabar spinach. This is red Malabar spinach. Again, purple peas. There's tomatoes up here. Yeah. Big giant mint, super happy. Different types of trees, figs, avocados. Oh, I did want to show the peach tree. Peach tree that has started to lose its leaves. So you can see the grafts here and the scaffolding branches that I'm actually really excited to prune this winter. Garden. Oh, the goji berries. Look at all of these goji berries. A boatload. I love this color in the winter. It's kind of like poinsettia. There are, I need to pick these and dry these, hundreds. This is a first year goji berry plant and there are hundreds of berries on there. So super excited that I got this. The apple's obviously going dormant. The fig is starting to lose its leaves. Some of these figs did not ripen up, so I'll go ahead and pinch these off for the winter. Just cuttings, strawberries, aloe vera, dragon fruit, different fig cuttings from some neighbors. Yeah, that's what the garden looks like going into winter. Okay, thanks everyone that has liked and commented on this video series the last 2 years. It's been real. See ya.